Hi, we're HBS Infinity, and our project is about discovering the connection of maths and music.
Through our research, we have discovered that math is actually a huge part of music in many different ways.
A prime example of this is how the Fibonacci sequence relates to musical scales. Take a look at the most common notes in a basic octave. First note, root tones; second note, two semitones; third and fifth note, basic foundations of chords; eighth note, notes in a scale on the octave; 13th note, semitones in a scale on the octave. This fits the equation of phi, which is how we can form the Fibonacci sequence in the nth term.
Fibonacci also relates to the golden ratio. For example, the piano keys were designed based on phi, which is the rounded approximate result found of the golden ratio. For example, 1 over 1 is equal to 1, 2 over 1 is 2, 3 over 2 is equal to 1.5, and so on. As you go down the list, the numbers get closer to reaching phi, which approximates to 1.618.
While we were researching, we discovered information about certain effects that eras of music have on those suffering from depression or mental health issues. We came to the conclusion that this is a concept which could really make a difference to help those out who are suffering from bad mental health.
Music has been used to heal both body and soul since the earliest civilizations. Modern music therapy began after World War II when soldiers suffered from PTSD.
Doctors noted the positive responses of patients and hired musicians for the hospitals. We have used knowledge for how music encouraged responses to help patients heal.
Then we decided on our thesis, to discover the kinds of underlying mathematical principles or patterns that can be found in this kind of musical therapy.
We decided to come up with our own piece of music as a solution for treating patients who suffer from depression. We composed our piece based on mathematical principles which were designed to specifically target parts of the brain to influence patients and produce positive responses in the healing process.
Our piece has been playing in the background of our video up until this point and has subconsciously been connecting to different parts of the brain to have both a relaxing and calming effect. The fact that this is in F minor means that it is very soulful and deep, which can help people overcome painful or overwhelming emotions. It begins with an opening chord sequence, and this minor key has a less stable form in chords, which brings in a sense of uncertainty or lost atmosphere.
Following these chords, we added 2 bars of symmetry, where the right and left hands both play a part of the melody where there is a line of reflection. This section then directly links to a continuous bass part which uses the Fibonacci sequence to play the 1st, 3rd, 5th and 8th notes and then again in reverse order.
There are numerous mathematical parallel patterns since we have played a separate melody on top of this continuous bass line, and the melody has a link to simultaneous equations because we adapted the theory which works for the 3rd interval of the tonic in F minor to also work for the 5th.
The golden section is used when there are usually rather significant changes. This formula states that the climax of a piece should be at the 61.8th percentile of the piece, which is the rounded approximate of little phi, and we have used this theory in our piece.
The outro of our piece includes sound waves, consonance and dissonance. Consonant sound waves produce sounds that are pleasant to the ear.
Dissonance waves are the opposite. Consequently, we decided to use consonants for the chord sequence to close the piece and give off a final, definite and meaningful ending.
To widen our understanding of the medical health aspect, we contacted a music therapist who works with children that have autism at a school in South Harrow. The music she plays is very smooth and deep so that she can connect with her students.
We also interviewed our maths teacher and a graduate from the Guildhall School of Music. Through our interviews, we discovered that maths has many correlations with music, especially since we can analyse the music that has been created hundreds of years ago, such as Bach and Handel's performances. Thank you for watching our presentation.